Hello and welcome to the Aaron Roussos podcast. It's great to have you on board today. It is the 27th or the 28th of July, 2026. Wow. The date is loosely relevant if you were someone that studied cycles. I'm not sure if you're aware, but in numerology, which I sort of have mainly studied, I've studied all types of numerology, but my main man is Pythagorean, and he has a form of numerology from 742 BC in Crotona. He had a university that was free. I was going to say a lot like today's universities, but they're not free today. They're free, but you get a hex debt, or a thing in Australia anyway. And he just has this beautiful thing that, you know, you have a big part of your numerology reading is your 12 houses, like astrology. There's 12 numbers. When you reduce your birth date, add all your numbers together, it gives you a life path number. But we don't reduce down 11, 22 and 33. They're master numbers and hold a very special vibration. To understand the energy in numbers, I guess, with numerology, it's quite fascinating. I guess I always lead back to explaining how Mark Greene, the number science guy from Harvard, to explain in some lessons with me the energy in numbers. Okay, so we're down on Noosa Beach 34 years ago. And the numbers in the energy in numbers. Okay, so he's like, I'm saying to him as a teenager, I want to know this numerology thing, understand it in bits and pieces. And he said, mate, I just need to teach you the energy in numbers. And obviously, being a guru type of bloke, he knew what sort of journey I was about to go on, and he knew that the foundation of that journey needed to be the energy in numbers. And he said, all right, well, imagine an empty room. There's nothing in that room but one chair. Don't focus on the chair, but focus on the one. What do you think the energy of one is? And I'm like, Mark, I don't know what you're talking about. And we said, well, look, some of the other jobs I do at Harvard, I am in charge of translating ancient text, symbols and hieroglyphs into modern day interpretations, translating ancient forms of communication into a modern day sort of translation, I guess. And he said, look, there's one chair. He goes, look, if you're standing there and looking at one, how does it make you feel? We have an emotional guidance system. Is it depending on the size of it, would it be, overwhelming? Is it powerful? Is it confident? Is it forceful? He said, well, you start putting characteristics next to it that actually associate to the energy of one. He said, look, powerful, there's one. It's one. There's nothing to compare it to. Sure, it's going to be powerful. And he's like, well, powerful, original. There's only one. You cannot not be original. So we have all these characteristics that we can associate with the one. So he's like, powerful, confident, forceful, original. That's the energy of one. He said, but we live in a world, not only a world, but a universe that has yin and yang. And he said, the yang might not be the opposite of that powerful, forceful, confident. He goes, it could be positive taken to the extreme. It could be perverted in some way. He said there's lots of different interpretations. He goes, but if you wanted to look at the one, the negative characteristics of one, and we all know we've had times in our life where we can't handle the situations, or we're not handling it very well. Certain things have happened out of control, whatever, and we get negative, right? And we show these negative characteristics. And if we're a one person and we're normally very positive and forceful and original and all the rest of it, well, then when things don't go our own way and we slip into that negative, it's lazy, selfish, dogmatic. It's all these extensions or the negative connotations of the one. Fantastic information, right? And then you go to 2 and he goes, you put 2 chests. There's 2 sides to the story now. It can't be singular. You have to communicate differently. There's a form of understanding. There's lots of things that 2 can do that 1 can't. He goes, and then 3, it's not like 2, you can have a relationship, right? And you can be intimate and, deeper. And then he said, but think about it. Then 3, it's not intimate. There's not a 2-way conversation. It's 3. It's almost a social. And so there's different energies in that. And then 4, structurally, there's every house is 4 corners. Foundational, structural. 5, hexagon, freedom, expansion from that. And what sort of energies, then it's quite complex. But if you go through all the numbers, and then if you go through all the numbers, 1 to 9, they're all expressions of all different ways that we can express ourselves, characteristic-wise, positive and negative. So that was quite a fascinating grounding for numerology to understand the energy and number, the basis of what it's doing. And there's other ways to extend that sort of explanation of energy and numbers, but it just gives you a good understanding or grounding of where we're at from a numerology perspective. Now, as well as personal numerology, which, I get your date of birth, your name, your numbers, what you get called the most, right? Because it's energy and numbers. If you're getting called Azza instead of Aaron, there's a different energy, right? And so we all have different little bits and pieces that make up our numerology chart. There's, our life path number, which is the 12 houses. But then in the Pythagorean version, you put your date of birth onto a natal chart, which breaks it down into your mind, soul and emotion, physical, material, thought, will, action, compassion, determination. And you put those numbers on there, and it gives you a breakdown of your natural skills, talents, and abilities. And the numbers that are not there are the things or challenges or things that you have to overcome in this lifetime. That's how amazing. And it still fascinates me to this day. You've got to remember, I've done over how many is it now? I think I've done well over 5,500 numerology, individual numerology readings for people from all around the world, some online, some some in person. Sometimes I just like I've been going down to the Gold Coast. Sometimes I just go down to the Gold Coast and I just sit on a table and get a $3 whiteboard from what do you call the place, Target or $2 shop or whatever, and I put a sign, free numerology readings. I haven't charged any one of those 5,500 people, so you imagine the amount of good karma I've got coming in for that is next level. Because the thing that's fascinating to me, 5,500 plus times I've done this, and not one person has gone, didn't get it. No, I didn't get anything out of that, or that's not me. Once I think I've said on file that I did get that, and it was because I got their date of birth wrong on the chart. Fascinating that I can do it 5,000 plus times, and everyone loves it. It's their favourite subject. I get it, it's you. But the way you think, the way you act in certain situations, I've got your life path number, then I've got your natal chart, which individualises you. So 12 houses, but then this gives you your own individual thing. Then you've got destiny number, soul number, outer personality number, the way the world sees you number, the energy number, the destiny, what are you here for? What are you doing? What's your theme in life? And this is before we've even got into the cycles. There's cycles that repeat each other. 1 is the start of the cycle. 2 coming back down to smell the roses. 3, it's a catalytic number. 4 is a foundation. 5 is freedom and expression. 6 is family and love. 7 is introspection. 8 is abundance and material gain. 9 is the end of the cycle and the review of the whole thing. And once again, it's all about balance. We're all about balance. But this numerology thing is just, it's just seriously next level. I love it. There's got, and when I first, as a teenager, I'm like, there's got to be something in this. There's more to life than what we know. And there's lots of reasons why things are the way they are, but, that's where we're at the moment. So that's all I want to get on and explain a few things. I'm at the moment, I'm making a free numerology chart generator that people can compile their own numerology readings on my website at foodisinaustralia.com. I've got a few websites, on the Foodist in Australia one, which should be up by next week. So you can go on there and piece together your own numerology reading, put a chart together and do your own. Saves me having to do it. No, I've got other things on the go. Fantastic. Thanks for listening. I've also got an ad on my Facebook page at the moment. If anyone's looking for a partnership, hit me up. Have an awesome day, guys.